Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas day 16. Yes, 16. I just had to double check because I was like, wait, do I have my days correct? Anyway, I decided to get up and actually get ready today and actually do my hair and actually shave my face and actually put on real clothes, except my bottoms. Well, like I have bottoms on, but they're still just like sleep pants or sleep shorts or basketball shorts, whatever you want to call them. So they're not like jeans or anything real. But this portion is good. Today is just gonna be a busy day. I got a late start to it. It was kind of funny. I woke up this morning around like 8-ish. And it kind of felt like Groundhog Day. I kind of got up, like I could barely open my eyes and I could barely stay awake. And so I was like, let's go back to bed. And then I had the hardest time falling back asleep. So I didn't fall back asleep until like 9-ish. And then I got up again at 10. But I was like, oh my god, who am I? Like literally felt like a groundhog. But today we're going to be cleaning. I need to wash our bedding. Last night I didn't shower. Wait, that sounds disgusting. Hold up. Let me take that back. I did shower, but I showered early in the evening, and I typically like to shower and then go straight to bed. I don't like to shower and then do things, and so yesterday I showered and did things, but I was like, no, tomorrow, which is today, I'm going to wash our bedding, so it's totally fine. But I also just need to clean up around our house. I finally put away laundry in my closet. I had it in a clothes basket for like a week and a half, and sorry, my hand's getting tired. Do you guys ever not do a task because you either think A, it's going to take too long, or B, that it's going to be too difficult? Me. That was me putting everything away in my closet. And I finally did it, and it took all of like 20 minutes. I was like, why was I putting this off for so long? I could have had this done and over with. Anyway, I did that. But today we're going to try and upload. I haven't uploaded Vlogmas. I have been filming though, so that's a good thing. I have been filming, I just haven't uploaded. And then we need to clean. Like there's just a mess everywhere in our house. Let me show you. A mess. I also need to refill all those things back there. A mess. A mess. A mess. A mess. A mess. And this is actually the biggest mess of them all. It continues. There's a lot. And this one actually has to be the last task of the day because anytime I tackle anything that's Christmas, I get super duper glittery, and I'm trying to do other things in the house, so I can't be spreading this glitter everywhere because that's just counterproductive. Like I'm trying to clean in the house, but then I bring in glitter. So this has to be the final task of the day. But yeah, so there's just like a bunch of piles all over our house of just things that need to get put away or that needs to be found a home. And so I'm hoping to work on that today in the midst of trying to edit some Vlogmases for you folks. So let's go ahead and get the day started. But yeah, so I try to wash our bedding at least once a month, and I usually do it the first weekend of the month. That way I like know exactly when to do it. And we're at like the 15th of the month. And so we're 2 weeks behind, but it was a busy 2 weeks, and so I didn't get a chance to do it, but I'm finally doing it. And there's nothing better than laying in and sleeping in fresh sheets. Like there's something just so comforting about that. I don't know. It could just be me. Hey Alexa, set a timer for 35 minutes.
35 minutes, starting now.
Anytime that I'm doing our bedding or washing our bedding, I always make sure to set a timer on our Alexa just because I need to stay on top of it. It's about 5 or 6 loads of laundry, and so it takes about 5 or 6 hours. The first load is about 35 minutes, which is just a wash. But once you go into drying, a drying is about 50 to 55 minutes. And so if I don't stay on top of the laundry loads, like I could take 8 to 9 hours just to do the bedding, which is not okay. So I always try to set a timer. That way I can stay on top of the laundry loads when it's time to do the bedding. And usually if I do, I can get through it pretty quickly. I just need to make sure that like once one ends, I put another one in. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and fold this laundry. It was a load that I found in my dryer. I clearly forgot about it because I typically don't like to leave clothes in the dryer because it can get wrinkly. So I try to take it out as quickly as possible, but apparently I forgot. Alright, so we have the first layer of bedding done. We do a mattress protector, then a fitted sheet, then a top sheet, then a duvet. We don't have a duvet cover yet, so we just use the duvet itself, like the insert part, but it's white. I need to get a duvet cover soon. I hope I can find one that I like. I just want it to be white because I like white everything, because that way I can bleach it when I'm washing it. And then on top of that, we just sleep directly on top of the duvet. We don't sleep under it. It's just too hot here to sleep on the duvet. I mean, under the duvet, so we just have our own blankets. But also, if you are loving this wall art thing, wall design, paint thing, it's actual wood. It's not just paint. We didn't just paint it on there. It's actual wood that sticks out from the wall. And if you follow our vlog channel, I'll make sure to be uploading it there. I documented and vlogged the entire update process that we did to kind of like update. It's not really renovate because our home was new, but like just to update and refresh it and make it more of our style. I did vlog that entire process. I just have not been able to edit yet and upload it, but I will be uploading on the vlog channel, so make sure you go over there and subscribe. I always link it down in the description box. It's days of Hello, I'm Jerky. Again, it was just like this idea of documenting my life. Anyway, glad first layer is done. I'm still wrapping gifts. I need to go to the post office and drop off a few packages, a few sales that I made. And then I want to go check out the market because I was just talking to my mom and I want to get my nephew some snacks for Christmas. He lives over in Washington, and so I just wanted to ship some to him since he can't get Hawaii snacks. So I wanted to see what they had. And yeah, anyway, just an update. We are making moves on the bed. Thank goodness. It is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm gonna try finish up wrapping a few last gifts, and then I want to go over to editing and work on some computer things before we go to the post office. Alright, so we are back from the store, and I just kind of wanted to share with you folks what I got. I picked up lunch, which is just some sushi that they had there. It's just a California roll and some inari. I also picked up a bunch of snacks because I want to send my nephew who lives in Washington, I think I said this earlier, some snacks from Hawaii. I spent $105, so love that for me. But yeah, so he's not here in Hawaii, and so I just want to send him Hawaii snacks. Now, I should have looked at like other stores too instead of just getting it all from here, but I really wanted to send it out tomorrow so I can ensure that he gets it by Christmas. But I also got me some pastries. This is just a cheese Danish. This is cookies for some reason. Like, cookies are just my weakness. And these are chewy. I don't like crunchy. I like soft and chewy. And these are good. I got 2 packs of cookies. This is by the brand Big Island Delights. I do live on the Big Island, if you do not know. This is the Cornflake Crisp Delight. This is the Peanut Butter Crunch Delight. These two are really good. And that. I don't even know if all of this is going to fit in a box. I'm hoping to only send 1 box. And I was hoping to send a medium because it's cheaper than a large, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to send a large. I got 2 packs of Arari Mochi Crunch. People call it all different things, but I got 2 packs of that. I got these Lihimoi drops. These are like my absolute favorite. They're basically candy surrounding Lihimoi seeds. I don't know if you're familiar with Lihimoi seeds, but I got, talking about Lihimoi seeds, I got a sweet Lihimoi. I got dry lemon peels. These are really good. I got Lihimoi watermelons. I should have got Lihimoi powder. More Lihimoi lemon watermelons. I got these. I've never had this before, and I don't know if he has, but this is Ube Cookies. They looked good. I like Ube, so I thought maybe he would. Then I got like really Hawaii stuff because I was like, well, because my mom also sent some snacks, so I didn't know if she was gonna get him like these like Hawaii stuff. I don't know. I feel like there's tourist type of snacks, which is like these like macadamia nuts. And then there's like more like local snacks like arare, himoy drops, or like beef jerky, like things like that. And so I know my mom gets some more like the traditional snacks, but I thought I'd try and throw in some like touristy snacks. So it's like wasabi, macadamia nuts. They're still good, so don't get me wrong, but like I feel like when people come and visit Hawaii, these are like the typical snacks to take back home to family. Chocolate covered macadamia nut, toffee, Kona Crunch, chocolate covered macadamia nut with Rice Krispies. I got small bags because I don't know if you even like any of this. This is the Minnie Melts toffee coated macadamia nuts covered in luxurious milk chocolate. This is one of my favorites. If you ever come to Hawaii, like definitely check these bad boys out. Now these two I don't know if he even eats, but I saw it and I said why not. This is the Marlin fish jerky in lemon salt flavor and then teriyaki flavor. Again, I don't know if he eats it, but they sounded good. They sounded like Hawaii. And then I got the himoy mangoes. I got two different package size. I don't know which one's gonna fit. I'll see which one fits. The other one that doesn't fit is for me. I love this stuff. They're just like dried fruit covered in the himoy. What is this? Tropical fruit hard candy. I was gonna get him like this other pack of like coconut, which was these white ones, and then another one pineapple, and I was like, oh my god, they haven't assorted, so I got that. Then I got cuttlefish. I got the regular and then the hot. I guess that's like the spicy. Again, I don't know if he eats this, so I got small packages of it. And then the Big Island Delight Party Mix. Again, if you ever visit Hawaii, I don't know if every island sells it, but if you're going to the Big Island of Hawaii, definitely check them out. This is like some really good party mix. It's really weird and I don't know why, but anytime I eat party mix, and it could be any party mix, like the top of my mouth comes like raw and it's like rough and gross. I don't know why. And then the last thing I got is the Nori Isomaki Arari Mochi Crunch, whatever you want to call it. But these are basically this, but it's wrapped in seaweed. Oh my god, this bag is broken. Ew. I can't send him that. Should I return it? That's gross. We should probably return it. Yeah, so that was my little snack haul. I'm gonna try and package this up tonight, that way I can get it mailed out sooner rather than later. I'm gonna go and eat my sushi now. I don't know, I'm pretty basic with my sushi. Like I said, it's just a California. I typically like a shrimp tempura roll, but they didn't have any pre-made and I didn't want to wait, so I didn't get it. So I'm editing yesterday's vlog and I kind of mentioned about a video that I was supposed to do, or that I was referencing, that I didn't film, and I didn't film it yesterday. And then I never ever did get around to filming it, but I did mention it and I kind of talked about it and I never really addressed it. And so I kind of just wanted to quickly bring it up now. I didn't want to really make a full video on it. At first I was, because I felt like it was an important issue, and I still think it's a really important issue, but I did move on from it, or I felt like I did move on. Oops, I'm moving my camera. But I felt like that I'm doing better, and so I just didn't want to walk down that path and like bring it up again. And so I was just like, no, let's just scratch it, let's forget about it. But then I feel like it doesn't make sense, and then it also doesn't explain where I've been and why I haven't been uploading Vlogmas. And I don't even know where to begin, because I feel like this is like completely out of the blue and I don't want to bring the damper of Vlogmas or my channel down, but I still want to bring it up so that way you guys can understand where I am coming from. But basically, I feel like Morgan Adams, if you watch her Vlogmas, she kind of really explained this correctly, or she really explained it well, in the sense that like each year, she made a joke. I swear, Morgan Adams is like my spirit animal. But she basically said that like each year, she just plans to be able to accomplish more days in Vlogmas. And that's kind of what had happened to me, was that I was horrible. Like I did horrible on Vlogmas, and I put so much pressure on myself to ensure that like, one, I had content, two, it was like good content, and 3, that like I edited it and uploaded it in time, and like the pressure of it, it like stressed me out, and there was like absolutely no reason for it. Like I was putting the stress on myself as if I was like this some grand big old YouTuber that had like this huge reputation and had to upload Vlogmas. Like it was just crazy. And then it's crazy also because there's people like Alicia Marie. She, in the beginning of her Vlogmas, was saying that like every Vlogmas has a breakdown or whatever, and I was like watching it and I was like, no, there's no breakdown. Like, what is she talking about? Or maybe it was Morgan Adams. I forget. Someone mentioned that there's a breakdown in Vlogmas, and I'm like, no, like that doesn't happen. Like we're all mentally fine here in this household. And I just reached a moment to where I just had to take a step back, and I had to just like focus on myself. Like I forgot that my health was important, both like my actual health of me as a being, but also like my mental health. And I think I struggled with trying to take on too much, that I lost the passion for it, and everything just more became as like a task instead of something that was enjoyable. And I've realized that too. I hung out with my friends on Sunday, which was the day that I actually had no content, and I was supposed to film this video, or I was supposed to film a video pertaining to this. And you know, it hit me, or they helped me realize that all my passions, or everything that I've done that I found joy in, whether that was like makeup, Christmas decor, party decor, graphic design, like all these different outlets that I used to have that I would thoroughly enjoy doing, I turned it into a business and I tried to make money out of it. And I even said this in one of my videos, that I want to do everything to, I just want to make sure I do everything to make me money, because I need to worry about that for myself. And I think that idea and that mentality is just the pressure. You're creating pressure on yourself. And so I think that you need to remember that like not everything's about money. Like someone said in a movie that I'm watching, it's all about like making memories, not making a living. And I need to continue to remember that. And I think 2020 was a good reminder for all of us that, you know, we need to slow down, and we need to appreciate the little things, and we need to appreciate the family time, and we need to appreciate the things that we currently have, because in an instant it can all be taken away from us. And that's what happened to me, you know. And I think that's where a lot of my stress came from. Was I started a new job last year in March. So this March, of when the pandemic heavily hit America, and especially Hawaii, it didn't really affect us until March, is when I lost my job. So I was only a year in, and I was still learning and still growing. And I felt like it sucked, because I felt like I finally had a job that I could have seen myself doing for the rest of my life. Like I literally said that maybe 3 months in. I said like I would be happy here doing what I do. But obviously like I would want to grow within my department and within my field and within like the company that I was working for, but I loved what I did. And so it sucked having that taken away from you. And then I think what also sucks too was that prior to that, the job that I held before that, I didn't leave on a bad note, but I left because I didn't want to be there, and I didn't feel like it was a healthy environment for me or my mental health, mainly due to the people around me. But I started second guessing myself when I got laid off from my current job. I was like, but what if I stayed? You know, like, because everyone who was there in my previous job are still working. They went back to work. And so I'm like, what if I stayed? What if I didn't change companies? What if I didn't change careers? What if I mean, it was in the same industry, so I wasn't like fully shifting, but like, what if I didn't change positions? What if I didn't move? Like, would I still have a job right now? And so like, I kind of beat myself up about that. And like, when I left, I was like, not like piecing everyone out or like trying to rub people the wrong way, but I left. not bragging, but you know what I mean? Like, I left with my ego high because I was like, yeah, like, bye. Like, I look what I'm doing. I'm doing bigger and better things, you know? And then look at me now, a year later with no job. And so I think the stress of that, the change, all this change that is happening, and I know it's happening like for all of us. So I'm not trying to say that like my stress and my difficulties is bigger than anyone else's. I think that's where we can kind of misunderstand each other, is when we try to compare our burdens, or we compare our struggles or our issues against each other, that we are not realizing that we all have different maximums, or we have all different tolerance of things. And so I don't ever want to seem like, oh my god, I lost my job, my life is over, and people are like actually not knowing where they're going to pay their bills and not having food on the table. So it's not like me trying to compare struggles or compare burdens or compare life situations. That's not it. For me, this is just completely different. You know, for the last how many ever years I've been working, and I went from one job to another job. It's never been where I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know where my next paycheck's gonna come from, you know? So it's so scary, and it's so much stress that I put on myself, and I put to try and do everything that I possibly could, because I don't know where I'm going to get money from. And so I think I just reached my breaking point of trying to do too much, and it just backfired. And there was a day I didn't want to move. Like, I just laid in bed. I literally went from my bed to the couch, to the bed to the couch, because I just mentally could not take any more. And I've realized that I need to make sure that I take care of myself. About 2 or 3 months ago, I went to the doctor's, and my blood pressure was extremely high, like extremely high. And my doctor had asked, like, do you want to be on pills, or are you going to change your lifestyle? And I was like, no, I'm going to change my lifestyle. And I haven't. All I did was just add on more stress to myself. So I think it's important that we take care of our health and our mental health during these times. Yeah, there's vaccines, but who knows how long it's going to take for it to be effective. You know, we need 65 to 75% of America for it to work, in order for it to be effective. And who knows if about around the world, who's doing it around the world. So I still think we're in this for a while. This is the beginning of an ending. So I don't envision us being here a year later. I mean, fingers crossed and knock on wood. But like maybe 6 months? I don't know. But all I'm saying is, I just want to make sure that you folks are being aware of what's happening and being able to catch the signs of something's wrong. That way you guys can fix it sooner rather than later. And just know that I'm in a better place. I took some time off. I've starting to deplete things from my list. And starting to prioritize things more, and just ensuring that, like, before everything was like money, and so like now it's just not. It's just what makes me happy and what makes the most sense. And if there's money behind it, sure, like great, I'll take it. But if not, like, don't be hung up on it, kind of thing. I don't know, this is a long rant, but I just wanted to kind of explain what had happened. We'll get better next year. This is our first Vlogmas, and so I just didn't know what to expect. I said this in the beginning, that I didn't know how long it was gonna last, and we went pretty far. And I want to continue to do Vlogmas. I just don't know what's gonna happen. Every day is kind of just a different day for me, and again, I'm going to put myself and my health first over filming, because you don't want to see me talking every single day. So I'm going to film what I can, capture what I can, and each year we're going to get better. Each year we'll get more and more days added to Vlogmas, and hopefully one year we'll be able to do 25 days strong. And next year I need to make sure I do it correctly and do it right, because the way I did it this year, it just is messy, because my day of Vlogmas is one day ahead of everyone. But anyway, enough rambling. I just wanted to give you that update because I mentioned it in the vlog that I'm editing and I didn't really address it and I didn't make that video. So that's the tea.